In 2003, I became president of WG Yates, and it had lots of ideas and vision of how we wanted to continue growing the company, being all that we could be, and making it sustainable. And that's what we've tried to do the last 20 years. Safety is our first core value, and it's our first core value for a reason. It's integrated into everything we do. If we can't do it safely, we're just not going to do it. And that's a commitment from Dad, for me, everybody throughout the organization. We want to make sure all our colleagues get home back to their families. A couple years into me being president, we had the largest natural disaster in the history of the U.S. called Hurricane Katrina hit where we live and work. That had a major impact on our organization, both physically and mentally. It was a major turning point in the history and the psyche of the company. At a very devastating kind of low, our team was amazing in the response. I think this story summarizes the attitude and the focus and the commitment that the Yates team has. The storm comes through, there's no communication. I don't know, I actually was in Philadelphia with Dad. We don't know how bad it is. We don't know if the office is still there. There's no way to know. We start to get some news reports, but we don't know anything specific about our situation. The only channel of communication were these walkie-talkies that Nextel had. So that next morning, I finally hear from somebody. Said, "Come in, William, come in, William." And it was Linda that I work with right down the hall. And I said, "Go ahead, Linda, how are you okay? What's going on?" She goes, "William, I'm at the office. I'm on the second floor. The first floor is gone. What's the plan?" And that is the epitome of the Yates approach. Like the next day, what's the plan? What can we do? How can we do it? Where can we help? Everybody was self-motivated, and we said, you know, we want to be a part of the solution. Had major damage, major destruction, but you know what? Somebody's got to build this back. And that's what we do, is we build things. And so our team rallied around that. We had people do incredible things, did incredible sacrifices, you know, to their own homes or their own kind of personal situations to help clean up our city, make sure roads were safe to travel again, help our customers get back in business so they could provide for their employees. It was an incredible moment to see how our people rose to the occasion. And even to this day, I'm amazed and thankful for the effort and the wonderful things they did in helping build our communities back. In the early 2010s, we had this unbelievable opportunity to start an office in Birmingham and to really beef up and take our industrial efforts to the next level. And that's what we did. We had wonderful people and great resources, and we started that office and got a lot more focused on specific industrial projects like pulp and paper, for example. And as an extension of that, that's how we really increased our abilities in engineering and started Yates Engineers soon thereafter. One important part of that was when we went to Germany and won the Wacker Chemie project. And so it was a 3-day presentation. We talked about everything from safety to technical to logistics to schedule to cost.
There were 8 of us going, and since I had not been back to Germany since serving in the Army there in the 60s, I elected to take Nancy with me also. She wanted to go, so when the client found out that Nancy was there, they had a Bavarian dinner scheduled the second night, and they invited Nancy for sure to come with us to the dinner. And the gentleman that they did send to the United States to be their project executive here sat next to Nancy at the dinner that night. And he was a younger guy, and he had young children, and he was concerned about how his children would do in the school system when they got to America. He was real concerned about that. So most of the dinner, Nancy talked to him about how easy it was going to be, how great the education system would be. And the next day, the third day, when they started the meeting, they said, well, there's some things we have to worry about, and one of them is that there will be good chemistry between the two companies, us and our contractor. And he said, last night we learned that the chemistry is going to be really good. Nancy likes to tell us she got that project for Yates.
That ended up being a project that we were CM on in Tennessee, and that was really the springboard for our industrial group.